If the gods see everything, then why am I here?
Seize him and take him to the palace prison!
They say the spirits never forget a good deed, and they never forgive a lie. On the day Ogidi prepared to kill an innocent man, the river fell silent, the wind refused to blow, and the gods began to speak. The guards seized Chuka and dragged him away. A murmur swept through Ogidi like harmattan wind. The people were torn in two. On one hand, Chuka was loved, a quiet orphan, a man who greeted elders properly, a farmer whose hands fed others even when his own stomach was empty. But on the other hand, the crime laid at his feet was heavy, a taboo that threatened the balance of the land, a sin that demanded cleansing. And so the people watched in silence as he was taken, not knowing that fate had already spoken long before that day. Because 5 years earlier, destiny had crossed Chuka's path on a lonely road. He was returning from the farm, the sun sinking low, when he met an old man sitting by the roadside. His man was weak. His clothes hung loosely on his bones. Hunger had carved deep lines into his face. He begged for food. Many had passed him that day. Some looked away. Some crossed to the other side of the road. Some pretended not to hear. But Chuka stopped. Though he was poor, though he was an orphan, though his lunch was small, he invited the old man to his hut. There, Chuka broke his meal in two and shared it freely, unaware that the old man was no man at all, but a spirit disguised as a beggar sent to test the hearts of the village. That single act, that quiet kindness, shifted the course of destiny. And the spirits were watching. Back in the present, Chuka was thrown into the palace prison, a dark, narrow place where time stood still. There he would wait until the day chosen for his death. That same night, while the village slept, the king arose quietly. He wrapped himself in secrecy and walked to the shrine. He came bearing gifts, food, wine, and a heavy bag of money. Ineka, the priestess, received him. She smiled, not only because of the gifts, but because every step she had taken was protecting a secret buried deep in her past, a secret she shared with the king himself. Morning came, and with it, Nana arrived at the shrine like a man chased by unseen hands. His breath was unsteady. His voice shook as he spoke of the serpent he had seen in his hut, the sign the elders feared, the sign that never appeared unless a taboo had been committed. Ineka listened. She raised her staff, murmured empty words, pretended to consult the spirits. She said, "Go home. All is under control." But as Nana walked away, his heart refused to rest, for everyone in Ogidi knew a serpent revelation was never meaningless. Meanwhile, Adora could not sleep. Night after night, nightmares visited her. Faces, water, voices calling her name. To protect the secret, the king ordered that she remain within the palace walls until execution day. Then came the moment Nana would never forget. He was at his farm when the air changed. The wind stopped. The birds fell silent. He looked up and froze. The ghostly figure had returned, not to frighten him this time, but to deliver a message. Nana stood like a man struck by lightning as the words were spoken. When the spirit vanished, his body moved before his mind could catch up. He dropped his hoe and walked straight to the hut of Mazi Ibe. Mazi Ibe, head of chiefs, kingmaker, the man whose word stood above crowns and shrines alike. When Nana spoke, Mazibe listened, and when the message ended, the old man shook his head slowly. The gods had spoken. Days passed, and the execution day arrived. It was Eke Market Day, a day meant for cleansing, not blood. The entire village gathered. The king sat in authority. The chiefs watched. The priestess stood ready. Chuka was brought forward. Just as the final rites were about to begin, Mazibe stepped out.
I have a message from the gods.
Silence fell. He exposed the conspiracy, the lie, the plan to sacrifice an innocent man to protect royal blood. Then he revealed the truth buried for over 20 years. Adora was not the daughter of the late queen. She was the child of Nneka, the priestess, born of her secret affair with the king. Adora gasped. The ground seemed to open beneath her feet. The mother she mourned was not her mother. The priestess she despised was her blood. She ran. The village stood frozen. Then Mazibe spoke again.
The gods have chosen the next king, and his name is Chuka.
Chains were broken. Joy erupted. Drums answered the sky. Nneka and the king were disgraced, paraded out of Ogidi, escorted towards the evil forest, where the living dare not follow. Chuka was crowned. The river flowed again. The land healed. Ogidi shone brighter than ever. And that is how a poor orphan who fed a spirit disguised as a beggar became king.